A bizarre form crawling on all fours in Argentina that witnesses say moves in ways that shouldn't be possible. A strange shape caught on a security camera in Mexico that morphs into something almost human. And hikers who swear what they caught on camera wasn't just a rock. These are more real cryptids caught clearly on camera. What would you do if you were driving down a desolate road late at night and came across this? I'm guessing we'd all do the same thing the driver did, throw the car in reverse and cancel whatever plans you had down that road. This video was posted to X a few weeks ago by God Knows DGJ1. It was captured somewhere in sub-Saharan Africa. Now, regardless of what's actually going on here, this is a pretty unsettling sight. What makes it especially creepy to me is the stillness. The buffalo almost completely still, and the kid is just sitting there staring. The only thing moving are his hands, doing this weird thing. It's very robotic. Now, the reason why this is on a list of cryptids, though, is because some wonder if this is actually footage of something called a Tokoloshe, a mischievous evil spirit from southern African folklore. People usually describe it as a small, almost dwarf-like creature. It's often said to be sent by someone with bad intentions to cause trouble. That trouble can range from frightening children to causing illness, and in some stories, even death. Some legends describe how a Tokoloshe is created with a jealous person going to a witch doctor who performs a ritual, sometimes involving a dead body, to shrink it and then send it after the target. Back in 2022, this security camera in Mexico captured something genuinely strange. The footage captures this strange floating shape drifting over some bushes before settling in someone's yard. Slowly, it drifts up a hill and onto the road, twisting and morphing as it moves, even taking on a form that almost looks human. You might think it's just a trick of the camera or a cheap edit, but the dogs in the yard, they saw it too, and they totally lose it, barking like crazy and then just standing there completely baffled. The clip went viral on Twitter, and no one's been able to figure out exactly what it is. Whatever it was, those dogs were definitely freaked out though. A few years ago, this eerie piece of home security camera footage made its way onto Reddit. A woman steps out of her house to grab something, but keep your eyes on the garbage bins. A ghostly shape moves past them and right into the back door. Take a look. I know that home security cams can be iffy at times, but this doesn't look like a camera issue to me. It also doesn't look like cigarette smoke drifting through the yard or anything like that. Whatever this shape is, it moves with purpose. Now, at first it appears as this vague floating form, but as it gets closer to the door, you can almost make out a human shape before it moves off camera, right into the home. What exactly is it? Something mundane, like a light reflection or a glitch, or was something paranormal caught on camera that night? This video got quite a bit of traction online when it was first posted. There were articles about it and everything. On a small island in Brazil called Ilha do Mel, these figures were spotted on a hilltop. Headlines described them as being 10-foot tall aliens. Eyewitness Sarah Delate says she was hiking with her family when they suddenly spotted them up on the hill. She explained that it wasn't possible to reach the hilltop where they stood. Now, according to Sarah, the figures moved incredibly fast and looked around 10 feet tall, definitely not your average hikers. A spokesperson of Parana State joked, "Our summer is from another world. Even strange beings come here to enjoy our coastline." Some commenters think it's probably just a couple people who did manage to climb up there, but others think the figures look especially tall and lanky, slightly inhuman. What do you think of this video though? Share your thoughts down below. Two hikers got more than they bargained for while exploring Long's Peak, one of Colorado's tallest mountains in the Rocky Mountain National Park. Jesse Clausen, 29, and Camille Avarella, 28, were descending the steep trail on August 24th when they unknowingly captured something strange in the background of a photo as a lanky gray figure clinging to the side of the rock face. Clausen described the moment they first noticed it weeks later. "I was shocked to the bone when we were looking at the picture. We didn't see anything. We didn't take the picture because we saw that thing, we just took it because the mountain range was pretty," she said. It set off at 2 a.m., determined to reach the 14,000-foot peak by dusk. Clausen said they were in full adrenaline mode and weren't really paying attention. It wasn't until they were at home sharing the photos on a big TV screen that they saw the odd figure. Camille's dad said, "What the hell? That thing is at least 20 foot or so." And Camille was like, "Should we call the Rangers?" We were all like, "What the hell is that?" Avarella added, "It could be a rock, but but it has all the features of something that is human. The anatomy is so human-like, it's freaky as hell. What you're looking at here are pretty infamous photos in cryptid/alien sighting circles. And yeah, they kind of look like a dude wrapped in tinfoil, but it's the story attached to the images that makes them more interesting. So on October 17, 1973, in Falkville, Alabama, a report came in about a possible spaceship landing in a field. Police Chief Jeff Greenaw went out to check things out. He wasn't really one for UFOs, didn't expect to find much. At most, he was gonna find a prankster, but things didn't go the way he thought they would. He insisted that he ran into something way stranger. What he described wasn't a craft, it was a humanoid figure covered in something that looked like thick aluminum foil, smooth and reflective, almost glowing under the light. The body looked wrong too. There was no clear neck. The head seemed fused to the torso, and there was even what looked like an antenna sticking out. And the way it moved made it even worse. Greenaw said it didn't walk normally. It had these jerky, almost mechanical movements, like something trying to imitate a human but not quite getting it right. And then it suddenly took off, and this was the strangest part. It moved faster than anything he'd ever seen, covering huge distances in seconds. He tried to follow it in his truck, but even at 35 miles per hour, he couldn't keep up. Before it disappeared, he managed to snap the now infamous Polaroid photos. Now, the photos didn't do a lot to convince the skeptics. In fact, they probably made things even worse. Greenaw was laughed off, and within months, he lost his job, his marriage fell apart, and his house burned down. So, if he hoaxed this whole thing, it was a bad idea. He did not come out of it any better than he was before. Apparently, this footage comes from 2009. It's pretty compelling stuff. It looks like a large wolf walking on its hind legs, and the hind legs look like they belong to a horse. I mean, what the hell? The creature is being referred to as the Black Walker of Smuggler's Notch. Smuggler's Notch being a narrow mountain pass in Vermont, squeezed between Mount Mansfield and Spruce Park. It has an interesting history. It got its name back in the 1800s when smugglers used it to sneak goods between Canada and the US. Nowadays, it's mostly known for hiking and skiing, but there have been stories online about this dogman type creature lurking in the area. Next up is this video captured in Buenos Aires last year. The clip is short and blurry, showing what looks like a street or a garden. You see this weird dark figure crawling on all fours toward the camera, while a few dogs wander around in the background. Its limbs look unusually long, but it's tough to make out because it's dark and the video quality is admittedly not great. Local news says this happened in the town of Saladillo. Residents are reportedly freaked out by whatever it was. Some witnesses have described it as demonic, claiming it moves within human agility, climbing walls and leaping between trees. And a local firefighter who didn't want to be named said, quote, "Something was going on." Another witness added, "It's something big. He doesn't walk on all fours, he walks backwards. He's disjointed, he comes apart, his head is upside down while his body moves in an impossible way." And say what you want about this last video, but we get more than a vague blur in the distance. What do you think? Genuine Bigfoot or a costume? I mean, we almost never get Bigfoot footage this clear and close. Most of the time, these clips are shot from way too far away, and the creature is barely recognizable. I know I say that a lot whenever I show a Bigfoot video. I mean, this is part 4. I've already covered Bigfoot in 3, 2, and 1. I think I've done a good job of finding ones that, are better than just some blurry shape obscured by some trees. But as for this one, is it real? It's hard to say for sure, but I don't know. I like it. There's more going on here than a Party City monkey suit, I'll say that. The figure looks solid, it's got some bulk, and the fur isn't just one flat color. But what do you all think? Leave your thoughts down below, and I will catch you, yes, you specifically, next time.